Good morning. What a beautiful Thursday morning it is. Second week back to school. I bet it's been a busy time for families with school-age children. So I hope that some of you can join us today for this special segment of Ask Nina. I have a special guest, Christine Dabek here. She's going to be sharing with us some tips and advice on how to clean your home with a natural solution that will also make it smell nice as well. So we're going to be talking with Christine in just a second, but I guess the reason why I wanted to have this topic right now is because seeing that we are in September is sort of the second wave for the real estate market. So spring is obviously the busiest time for the real estate, but September is another big wave, and as we can already see, there are more listings and they're moving, so things are actually really good so far for September. And when I do a home consultation for staging, one of the things that we always talk about is freshening your home too. So from a sense perspective, because we declutter, we get things clean, but sometimes the basement especially can be a little bit musty when you cook with lots of garlic and fragrant foods. It could leave a residue, an odor behind. And so when we get the home ready for show, we need to make sure that we remove as much of that, the personal smells as much as possible, and give the home a nice fresh feel and a nice fresh smell. And sometimes even smells that can invoke certain types of memories, like fresh baked cookies and fresh baked breads and things like that. So we're going to be talking to Christine here. Hi, Christine. So why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Christine, as Nina said, and my business is called Oils for Everything. So what I do is I show people how to use essential oils in their life for everything. So we're going to be talking mostly today about, as Nina said, the smells, the cleaning, how to get chemicals out of your home, and use natural solutions. So the home is very welcoming. So I'm really happy to be here, Nina. Thank you for asking me to be on here with you. It's definitely a topic that I'm very passionate about, and I have experience using essential oils in my home to sell my house. So I can share some personal experience there too, which is nice.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining me. It's definitely a very fitting topic for sure. So I know, essential oils, we see them kind of like everywhere now. Every time I go to a home show, there's always different representatives there. There's always essential oils at home shows, and whenever you go to even street markets and things like that. So tell our audience a little bit about essential oils and why is it such a rage these days.
Well, essential oils are naturally occurring aromas. So from the plants are taken and the oils are extracted using different methods. And then we can use the oils, in natural ways for cleaning, for our health. And they work and they smell amazing. And I think that's why a lot of people want to gravitate to it. They want to move away from chemicals and move to something natural. So if it's something that can support your health and you feel really good and it's good for you, I think that's really important to a lot of people. And when you're saying that you see them everywhere, essential oils really are becoming more mainstream, which is really exciting. But there's different quality of essential oil out there. So when you're choosing kind of what you want to use, some oils are for scent only. Some oils are for therapeutic uses. So you can use them with, on your skin. You can use them internally. So I would say just, kind of really be aware of what quality of oils you're buying if you do want to use oils in your home.
Okay. So you're saying that nothing is added to the oils. It's all derived from all natural ingredients, like even the fragrance, because the fragrance are very strong, right? So even that, like,
Yeah.
there's nothing added to it.
So that's so I can speak to doTERRA essential oils because those are the oils that I use. And with them, nothing is added, nothing is taken away. And that's why it is so strong, is because it's pure and it's extremely concentrated. So when you're using something like doTERRA, you only need a few drops and that's it. Whereas if you're using an oil from a different company, the quality may not be the same. So you have to use more, or it's because maybe it's diluted or it has other things added to it. You don't really know with other companies, and that's why I'm only using the doTERRA, so I know exactly what's in that bottle, and I only need a couple drops because it is so concentrated.
Okay, all right, great. So one of the I haven't really used essential oils myself because my husband has a high chemical, like not chemical, but fragrance intolerance, and then there is the chemical intolerance as an issue these days, right? You see in offices now they say like no fragrances, zero fragrances, and things like that. So how is this different with essential oil? Like how with allergies and intolerances, how is essential oil different?
Yeah, that's a great question because a lot of places are scent-free these days, right? And with scent-free, what they're talking about is, like perfumes and deodorants. This is all chemicals, right? They're chemical scents that they're being added in. Even when you're using like the Glade plugins and things like that, right? To freshen your home. I mean, it's all chemical scents. So you're breathing in these chemicals and your body's having a reaction to it because they're not natural. Whereas with a good quality essential oil, it's just a naturally occurring aroma. So for example, if you have an orange and you peel an orange, well, the smell that's coming out of there, that's the essential oil, right? So if you can peel an orange and smell the orange and you're okay with that, then you're okay with the wild orange essential oil. So because it's just from nature. So I would say if you were allergic to oranges, well, then maybe, you'd stay away from the orange essential oil, something like that. But you would never be allergic to all essential oils or anything like that because they are just naturally occurring aromas from the plants.
Right. That makes sense. And that's the thing, like we talked a little bit earlier about essential oils being everywhere, and you see all the fragrance companies jumping on the bandwagon as well. Like, because I do see brands like Glade plug-in advertising that they have essential oils in there, but I bet it's nothing like what you're talking about, because they still have the chemical combined with maybe a little bit of essential oil, right?
Yeah, they're doing the minimum that they have to do so that they can say that it's lavender, it's from the lavender flowers, right? It's been in this industry a long time, the greenwashing, where companies are trying to move into that space of, we're natural and we have these natural products where the product might have, as you said, just a little bit of something that might be natural, but then a host of other chemicals in there as well. So they want to join the space, but they're not really doing it authentically, which is disappointing.
Right, I guess, yes. So you mentioned earlier that you have experience yourself as well. So I know that you're a recent seller. So what did you do? Like, what are some of the things that you did to freshen up your house and get it ready for the market?
Yeah, well, one thing that I always had a diffuser on. So I would have a diffuser that would run intermittently. So it would just do like a burst of, oil and water like every 15 or 20 seconds. So I could leave it on all day because I don't know when people may be coming in to look at the house and things like that. And I didn't want it on all day, just going. So I would have that in the main floor area. And I would always have oils in it that are very uplifting, right? So I would choose a lot of citrus oils because people are generally really like the citrus oils. So like the orange, lemon, grapefruit,
Right.
and even sometimes, maybe add in a little lavender or geranium because it was spring. So those were things that I did then. So the air is very welcoming, and it smells fresh when people come in. So in my house, we were freshly painted and all this. I didn't want the house to smell like paint. I wanted it to smell very welcoming and very, very homey, that it's a place that you'd want to spend time in. So I did that. And then when I was using my cleaning products, I also, I can make my own cleaning products using natural things. So I would use, sprays with vinegar, baking sodas. You can make scrubs with baking soda, things like that, and add the essential oils to it. The essential oils have cleansing properties to them, so they are going to help clean, and they're going to smell nice, right? So then you're not going to have that kind of chemical cleaning smell either, which is really nice. And another thing that's really kind of cool that you can do to make your house smell nice is when you look at your season. So like we're in fall right now. So one of my very favorite things is a fall diffuser blends. So I would take essential oils and I would combine them, a little bit of clove, a little bit of orange, a little bit of ginger.
That's lovely.
Yeah, put them in the diffuser, and then your home just smells so warm, right? You got those warm smells, those fall smells, and it really does evoke emotion, right? Like you were saying about the cookies, right? Yeah. When you have that kind of that fresh baked cookies, you have that warm, welcoming smell. Then people start to feel like it could be their home, right? They feel really good when they're there. That's a really nice way to do it. And you can make kind of whatever blends you want, right? You can work with different ones for different types of smells, but then it's all natural as well, right? So you don't have that when you walk into a home and you have a strong like Glade smell or something like that. My first thought is they're trying to cover something up. Right? If I'm smelling the strong smell from all these fresheners, you wonder what's going on. Whereas if you have the essential oils in the diffuser, it's such a beautiful natural smell that is just welcoming.
Yeah, no. So talking fall, there's such a fragrance as the very trendy pumpkin chai latte fragrance right now. Can you mix that?
You know what? I think I have a chai latte recipe. I'd have to think about how to get the pumpkin in there, but I definitely have a chai latte one. Yeah.
Right. That's funny. Talk about the diffuser again. Like I know that some of the diffusers these days are quite pretty, and so they'll blend in quite nicely to the decor, especially if people want to or looking into staging their home as well. So the diffusers can really work well into to that as well, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, there are so many different styles and types, and you can get some that light up and some that are. I have one in my kitchen now that's like got a wood grain on it, so it really just kind of blends in, which is really nice. So there's a ton of different styles that you can choose from, like just out in the marketplace. I would just say make sure if you're going to buy one that you want it to be a nebulizing diffuser. So it's using it's using vibration to put the water and oil into the air, and it's a super fine mist. So it's not going to be thick like a vaporizer or a humidifier would be. It's a super fine mist, so it's not going to add too much water to the air, but it's going to keep the oil in the air, which is good because you want to be able to breathe it in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So with the diffuser, is it just to give off scents, or is it an air purifier too?
Mm-hmm. So it's going to give off the scent, like the oil is going to be in the air, but it does it can neutralize germs in the air. It can neutralize odors as well. So and there you're going to look at what oil you're choosing. to do that, because some oils work better than others, right? They all kind of have their purposes. Like for me, I find a really good one for neutralizing odors is lemongrass. I use that
Okay.
one. I have
I love
use it in
lemongrass.
my, yeah, it smells amazing, and it's not as kind of sharp as lemon. It's like a mellow lemon, which is
Yeah.
nice. And I had the cat, the cat litter box. We'd keep it in the bathroom. So I didn't change it very often. So when I did, I would get the diffuser going within 10 minutes. We didn't smell anything.
So
Which was amazing.
what would you recommend? Like a diffuser, one per floor? Like how far does it go?
Yeah, I mean, in the context of selling your home, I would do one per floor, just because everything's going to be really open, right? All the doors are open.
Right.
I mean, depending on how big the house is, I guess. But I would have like one in the kitchen living area because it was all open, and then I would have one upstairs, kind of in the bathroom, but it opens doors to the bedrooms as well, because you don't want it to be too overwhelming either, right?
Right.
So it's just a little something in the corner that's letting off a little bit of, oil now and then. Or you put it on for a couple hours in the morning and it's in the air for quite a few hours after that. That would be good. But if you have one going in every room, then that's going to get a little suspicious for people too, right?
It's too much, right?
Be too much. Yeah, but if you're for personal use, I do have one in every room, right? Because I want one next to my bed when I'm sleeping, but I have one in my kitchen for for odors and things like that. I have one downstairs, because we're using them all the time. But for homes, like for selling, I would just do like one on each floor.
Because you're using it when you have one in every room, you're also using it for therapeutic reasons too, right?
Exactly. We're using it to help with sleep, with anxiety, for calming. And when we're getting sick, we use it to neutralize the germs in the air, right? So not everybody's going to catch those germs. So we do use it for a lot of therapeutic reasons at home.
Awesome. I'm learning so much about essential oils. Thank you.
That's awesome.
So tell me a little bit about how you use essential oils to clean and sanitize. So, and I'm hoping that at the end of this segment, that in the comment section, maybe you can even share some recipes with us on how you make these cleaning solutions.
Yeah, I can definitely post some recipes in the comments. What I use mostly when I'm cleaning is I love either, and this is kind of the spring fall thing that I do. I love the citrus oils. Citrus oils are very cleansing and they smell fresh, right? Your home smells really fresh when it smells citrusy. Lemon is fantastic for cleaning wood. So you can make it make a solution for wood floors with the lemon, which is really nice. I like to make multi-purpose cleaner, like a spray. I use lemon and lavender. See, that's my spring blend. It smells fresh and flowery. It's beautiful. But in the fall, I use On Guard. So On Guard is a blend from doTERRA, but it has clove, orange, rosemary, and so it smells very warm. People tell me it smells like Christmas. Very warm and inviting. So I use that because it's also very sanitizing for my sprays and anything that I do as well.
Nice. Now, can you use it in laundry as well to freshen up laundry in a load? How would that work?
Yeah. So what I do, you can make your own laundry detergent with essential oils. And do it that way. You can also, as in the dryer, I don't use air fresh like the fabric softener sheets. So what I do is I have the wool balls,
okay,
and I can put oil on the wool balls, and that will diffuse it in the clothes.
Okay.
If you don't have wool balls, you can just put some, like if you're doing, let's say, a load of towels or something, just put a couple drops of oil on a washcloth and throw that in the dryer with everything.
Oh, okay.
And that'll diffuse with everything as well.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
And then again, you can pick the scents, right? You can pick what do you want it to smell like, right? And it can be different every single time. That's what I love, because I'm always kind of changing. I don't like everything the same all the time. Right. So you can always just kind of pick which oils you want for which days, or if this, lemon is, the husband's favorite, then that's the one you put on his work clothes, like,
Right.
so you can really customize things, which is cool.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I have to think about that too.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that you've talked about citrus and lemongrass a lot. Like, what are some of the most popular fragrances from doTERRA to add that freshness and welcoming scent to for buyers as they come into the house to view the house? And like we've talked a little bit about, adding that homey smell, like the fresh baked cookies and breads and things like that. What are some of the more popular fragrances without making it appear like it's masking other smells?
Yeah, so I guess anything that's like more natural that we're used to smelling, like you said, like the cookies. So if you want to have like a really kind of warm smell, like I said, like the fall diffuser blends, like cinnamon is really nice. So right, you can have like a cinnamon and orange,
Yes.
Ginger, right? So it has those are things you would cook with, right? But we're just using those spices in the diffuser for those. So you get those feelings just from the smell, which is nice. Because then you're not cooking cookies or whatever it is every morning to get your house to smell that way. We can just use a few drops of each. And there are literally hundreds of combinations that you can do for these diffuser blends, which is why they're my favorite, because I can pick a different one every day. And they smell so good. But I would definitely at this point like have a citrus, like the orange or grapefruit is really nice too. And then add in something warm. The warm would be cinnamon, ginger, or cloves, something like that to really bring it down kind of spicy, and it'll smell amazing and people will feel really good when they come in. And also, side benefit, these oils are going to neutralize germs in the air. So when people come into your home, if what are they bringing into your home? Are they sick? What do they smell like? Right? So it also does that on the opposite side as well. When you have all these strangers coming through your home, that you can feel good that your home is still clean when you come back into it.
That is so true. I like, what? I didn't even think of that, because we're definitely approaching germ season, aren't we? With back to school in the fall. So that makes total sense. And what I've done in the past is I've recommended clients like put a little pot on the stove with, like you say, some dry orange peel, some cinnamon, some cloves, and even like a little bit of ginger. Just cook that up and just give it that warm, homey scent and feeling. But it definitely won't last as long as like a diffuser would. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and it's easier too, right? Because you just put your drops in the morning and then off you go.
Off you go. So, no, that makes sense. Well, thank you so much, Christine, for joining us today and giving us some really thought-provoking information about essential oils. So if you, like me, have been a little bit reluctant about giving essential oils a try, I hope that Christine has been able to change your mind on that and educate you a little bit about essential oils, as she has with me. Is there anything else that you would like to share with us about essential oils, or maybe even where we can reach you, like in the comment section, if you can add a link to where people can find you, again, maybe some recipes and things like that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll definitely put my contact info in the link with some recipes. And I do want to mention too that, we've talked a lot about using them in our home, for welcoming and inviting people, for, sanitizing, things like that, for selling. But also to keep in mind that you can use them therapeutically, right? So when you're going through the stress of selling your home, I know this, better than anybody, honestly.
Oh, yes.
That, using the oils for emotional support, for physical support, there's just so many ways that they really can impact your health. And I would be really happy to share them with you So if it's something you'd like to learn more about, then please reach out and I'd be happy to talk to you more about it.
That's fantastic. You are so right. We didn't even touch on that subject at all because there's nothing, like, I swear, I know, I've been through it myself. You've been through it. Selling a house or buying a house is a stressful process. So you're so right about that. Thank you for bringing that up and sharing that as well. And so that is the end of our segment. I hope that you'll, if you haven't been able to watch the live segment, watch the replay and make sure that you comment. Make sure that you check out the comment section where Christine will be sharing the recipes and the link to on how to find her. And please just comment and share the live video or the replay video to anyone else who you think would like to learn a little bit more about essential oil as well. Until then, until our next segment, I wish everyone a wonderful month until we see you again next time with another great segment and another great topic for your family and your home and your busy lives. So until then, take care and have a fantastic Thursday. Bye now.